Hare Krishna. Welcome to all the devotees to our weekly Bhakti Vaibhav class. So, in the last class, we have discussed about how understanding that Diti is performing a special vrata to get a son who is going to be the death of Indra. So, Indra disguised himself as a maid servant boy, and he came and started assisting Mother Diti in whichever thing she needed. Whatever ingredients she needed, he would go and get them, make all the arrangements for her puja and everything. So very selflessly, for one whole year, he was kind of serving Diti, trying to find a fault in her execution of that vrata and try to make her vrata spoiled. But ultimately, as days passed by, as the number of months has increased, so as her pregnancy was increasing, she was becoming tired even for every small thing. So one day, after having our evening meal, she just washed her hands. She did not wash her feet or wash the place where she ate. And instead, she slept there like that only, without cleaning it properly. So that was kind of a mistake which she did. Understanding it, Indra immediately entered into her womb, and in order to destroy the embryo, he cut off the embryo into 7 pieces. So then the 7 pieces started crying, please don't kill us, don't kill us. Then he was wondered, he was wonderstruck, hey, what's happening? One has become 7, but 7 are speaking. He cut each piece into further 7. Then they began to plead Indra. So, my dear brother, please don't kill us. We are not going to take birth to kill you, but instead we are going to be your followers. Please show mercy upon us, don't kill us. So then Indra understood what had happened. So Indra, taking all those 49 going to be born children out of her womb and appeared out of her womb. The next morning, Titi got up. As usual, she began to do her daily course of activities. She went to take bath and she came out, and then she saw her womb disappeared. And in front of her, 49 small kids were standing and Indra is there. Till yesterday, Indra was in a disguised form. But now, Indra in his original form. So then, she began to inquire. She's going to inquire what happened. So that is what we are going to discuss today. And what Indra replies, etc. will be discussing in today's class. Okay. We'll continue with the text number 69. Atendra mahatataham
Atendram ahatataham
Adityanam Bhayavaham
Adityanam Bhayavaham
Apatyam Ichanti Achara
Apatyam Icchanti Acharam
Vratam Etat Sudushkaram.
Pratam Etat Sudushkaram. Thereafter, Diti said to Indra, my dear son, I adhered to this difficult vow just to get a son to kill you 12 Adityas.
Here Diti is telling that, oh Indra, I was performing this difficult vow, 1 year long vow, desiring to get a son who will be the cause of fear to 12 Adityas. Because you Adityas, and especially you, are the cause of my son's death. And because you 12 people are prospering, she did not tell. Diti was not able to tolerate that. Diti also wanted to have sons who will be respected on par with the Adityas. Then there is no problem to her. So she said, Ekaha sankalpita putraha
Ekaha sankalpitaha putraha
sapta sapta bhavam katam
सप्त सप्ता भवन कथम
यदि ते विदितं पुत्र
यदि ते विदितं पुत्र
सत्यं कथय मामृषा.
सत्यं कथय मां वृषाम्. I prayed for only one son, but now I see that there are 49. How has this happened? My dear son Indra, if you know, please tell me the truth. Do not try to
Hmm.
speak lies.
Hmm. So she asked her husband, I want to have one son who can kill Indra. And now she's seeing 49. So she's saying that I prayed only for one son who has become 49 sons now. How had this happened? Oh, my son Indra, if you know how this had happened, please tell me. Do not speak lies. So she want to understand the truth because Indra is also there along with them. Then Indra responds. Initially, because even while speaking these two verses, she said, my dear son, again and again. Though initially she harbored so many ill feelings towards Indra, but now she is calling Indra to be son only with affection. So she was completely transformed now. So Indra also speaks similarly. Ambate ham vyavasitam
Ambadeham,
upadarya. Yeah, here
ambadeham
Prabhu
vyavasitam,
upadarya gatontikam
upadharya gatontikam,
labdhantarochidam garbam
labhantaro chidam garbham,
artha buddhirna dharmadruk.
artha buddhirna dharmadrik. Indra replied, my dear mother, because I was grossly blinded by selfish interest, I lost sight of religion. When I understood that you were observing a great vow in spiritual life, I wanted to find some fault in you. When I found such a fault, I entered your womb and cut the embryo into pieces.
Oh mother, understanding your vow in my own interest, I was situated nearby and finding a fault, having entered into your womb, I cut the embryo up into 49 pieces, not thinking of what was proper conduct. So having done that, now Indra also feeling little sorry for that, what he did. Because while doing that, Indra was so selfishly motivated. For that, he was very sorry. So he said, I'm sorry, without understanding whether it's proper or improper, I did it. It's all proper. When Diti spoke truthfully, Indra also spoke truthfully. Labdan Taraha means finding a fault. So Indra told how and why the 49 sons were born. He said, I was not finding a fault. I entered into your room. I cut your embryo into pieces with the intention to kill them. But they all appeared. This Lord's mercy. So he told in the way. So in order to establish how the one became 49, he glorifies the prasa bhakti in the next 4 5 verses. These are the verses spoken by Indra himself. So many times we may think that Indra to be so selfishly motivated, this, that, but here we can understand what Indra's mind, what is there in the heart of Indra also. Krutto me saptada garbha आसन
Krito
सप्ता कुमारकः.
asan sapta kumarakaham.
थोड़ा जोर से बोलो ताकि वो सुने.
Sorry. Asan sapta kumarakaham. Sorry,
Tepi
somebody was.
Jaika. No, no, here Binit Prabhu was reciting, but he was
Okay, okay, I
reciting
didn't
very
hear it.
slowly, so it was not
I
audible to all of you.
sorry, I couldn't hear anything.
And
So
no problem with that.
yeah, let him recite.
Tepi Chaikaso Vrukna Saptada Napi Marmire. So here, Indra is explaining the mercy of the Supreme Lord. First, I cut the child in the womb into 7 pieces, which became 7 children. Then I cut each of the children into 7 pieces again, but they did not die. This is Lord's special mercy. This is the wonder. Then he goes into Lord's wonder. Tatastat paramacharyam. Yes, Mataji, you can recite.
ततस्तत् परमाश्चर्यम्
Viksha vyavasitam maya
वीक्ष्य व्यवसितं मया
Mahapurusha pujaya
महापुरुषपूजायाः
Siddhi kapi anusangini.
सिद्धि कापि अनुषंगिनी. My dear mother, when I saw that all 49 sons were alive, I was certainly struck with wonder. I decided that this was a secondary result of your having regularly executed devotional service in worship of Lord Vishnu.
Here Indra is telling that, seeing that great wonder, Paramacharyam, I understood the truth. What was the truth? Even attaining liberation, that is Sahajya Mukti, is merely a secondary result of worshipping Lord Vishnu. Indra is telling that. Liberation. Siddhi. Siddhi is the word used for liberation. So, Indra, see, understand Indra's personality. He says that, having seen this great wonder, that I cut the embryo into 7 pieces, they became 7 sons, 7 children. I cut each of them into further 7. 49 became alive, and 49 are speaking also as a full-fledged personality. This is the great wonder. And this great wonder, no one but the Supreme Lord can do. Ordinary person cannot do. And in order to tell that only Supreme Lord can do this, he's telling that getting Sahajya Mukti is merely a secondary result of worshipping Lord Vishnu. If Sahajya Mukti itself is second result, and making 49 sons alive, it is third result. It is not even first result. Huh? Primary result आप किसके लिए प्रयास कर रहे हैं भक्ति? That is your primary result. Prema Bhakti is the primary result. We'll see. Vyavasitam means I determined. 2.5 verses explain about Lord Vishnu's worship. Liberation is merely a second result of worshipping Lord Vishnu. Mahapurusha Pujaya. So did she become a devotee or not? So you have to read Mahabharata. Then you will understand. See, Bhagavatam does not tell everything. But Bhagavatam says in the next chapter, the Falashruti of those who follow this Pumsavana vrata. If somebody follows Pumsavana vrata, that this is what happens. So obviously something like that should have happened to Diti. And forget about all those things. In the beginning, Diti was very angry with Indra. She wanted to kill Indra. But now, she is calling Indra my dear son. That means what all happened to her? When she was very angry with Indra, she is calling Indra to be son. So obviously she will become devotee. Eventually. Aradhanam Bhagavata. Iha mana nirashishaha. Ye tu nechanti api param. Te swarta kushala smruta. So in this verse, Indra is telling that. Aradhanam Bhagavata Iha Mana Nirashisha. Here, in this world, one should worship Lord Bhagavan, Lord Vishnu, without any ulterior motives. Yetu na ichanti apiparam. Even all the way up to liberation. If one worships Lord Vishnu without having any material desire, even the desire of attaining Mukti, only they understand their true well-being. Swa Artha Kushala Smruta. Only they understand what is their real benefit, what kind of things will really benefit them. Like Prahlad Maharaj also says, Nate Vidu Swartha Gatim Hi Vishnu Durashayaye Bhirartha Manena. Those people who do not understand their Swartha Gati, their real benefit is in Vishnu, they look outside of Vishnu with some ulterior motives, hoping that they will give them happiness, they will give them satisfaction, etc. But Parabhavastava Dabojajata Yavanna Jignasa Atmatattvam. This is Lord Rishabdev says. As long as one does not turn towards Vishnu with an intention to understand Atma Tattva, till then one is only going to get Parabhava in this material world. There is no Vijaya in this material world. So that is what it is. Those who desiring only worship of the Supreme Lord, this is Prema Bhakti. Those who desiring Prema Bhakti alone and being without material desires, do not even want liberation, are considered expert in understanding their highest benefit. Param Swa Artha Kushala Smruta. Only they understand what is the highest benefit for them. All others do not understand what is the best thing for them. So like that, these words are spoken by Indra. Even when Devatas had trouble with Vrutrasura, if you remember in the previous classes we saw that, they offered prayers looking towards northern direction. Then Lord Vishnu appeared. Again they offered prayers. In all those prayers, in the beginning they said, what pure devotees desire. But at the end they said that, if you so desire, please protect us. And Lord chastises. Your prayers are very good, pure devotional prayers, but ultimately you are asking for protection. What is this? A devotee will not ask for protection. But Lord is not chastising Devatas. Lord is actually telling us, taking Devatas as the instrument. Even Kardamuni also does the same thing. He says that people in this material world are selfish motivated. They have come to you asking for some material benedictions, and pure devotees will never come to you asking for some material blessings. But unfortunately, I am one such conditioned soul. Today I have also come to you asking for some material favor. So like that. So pure devotees never say that they are pure. They always say that they are conditioned. So that is their humility. So in whatever case. So Indra is telling that this is the general principle. The devotees desiring pure bhakti worship the Supreme Lord, not having any material desires, even not the desire of attaining Sajjamukti also. If one is not interested in Sajjamukti, then what to speak of other desires? That is the mentality of devotees. Huh? Can any thoughts? Anybody have any thoughts? Why Indra is telling all these things to Aditi? We just see the connection from the previous verse to this verse. What Diti told from there to till now. Previous verses. What Diti said in the beginning. So, my dear son, I undertook this difficult vow with an intention to get a son who can create fear in you Adityas. She said clearly. But I wanted only one son, but today I see 49 sons. What happened? Tell me in truth. Don't tell lies. She said. So she agreed that she undertook this Vishnu vrata with an intention to get a son who can kill Indra. But he did not tell directly. She said, who can create fear in Adityas. So Indra tells same thing. So my dear mother, without understanding what is good or what is not good, I assumed the Vesha Bhusha of a particular maid servant boy. I've been I was with you all these days serving you, and finding a fault in you, entered into your room. I cut the embryo into 7 pieces. The 7 children were speaking. I cut them into further 7. Everyone was speaking, 49 were speaking. And this is the great wonder. Seeing this great wonder, then I understood what is the truth behind this. What is the truth behind that? Huh? The Lord's mercy. So then this is Lord's mercy. The 49 children becoming alive, or the one embryo has been cut into 49 pieces. In spite of that, the 49 becoming alive, and then they are born. Yarasanta was born as one son, 2 pieces, and when they are joined, they became one. But here, one embryo has been divided into 49, still they are alive as 49 persons. And he's telling that this is a great wonder, but much greater than this is there. What is that? By worship of Lord Vishnu, attaining Sahajya Mukti itself is second result. Then the embryo becoming 49 and 49 becoming alive, it's third, fourth, or fifth result. What is the first result? Prema Bhakti. Worshipping Lord Vishnu awards Prema Bhakti. So Indra is already confirming that you have sincerely worshipped Lord Vishnu for last 1 year. By default, you are supposed to get Prema Bhakti. And what to speak of the 49 sons becoming alive? It is it is like accompanied thing, Anusangini. Anusangini means it's like when a marriage happens, when the girl goes, along with that girl, so many gifts will come. So it don't say that, people don't say that, I am marrying this girl so that I can get that gift. Will anybody say like that? The gifts will come automatically. Byproducts. So like that, this 14 children becoming alive, we are all like byproducts. So Indra himself is confirming that you are getting your, I mean, we can also understand you got it. Indra is confirmed that you already got it. Or even if she has not got it, but she is going to get surely. What? Prema Bhakti. Pure devotional service. उसमें कोई संदेह नहीं. Because she worshipped Lord Vishnu very sincerely. So in that way. And now she says, even you with an intention to get a son who can kill others are eligible to get Prema Bhakti. Then what to speak of if somebody worships Lord Vishnu without any such ulterior motives? Will they not get Prema Bhakti? They obviously will get Prema Bhakti. That is the glory of Bhakti and Bhagavan. So this is what is Indra's understanding towards Bhakti and Bhagavan. He is not a person that we hear about him generally. Obviously, Aishwarya Bhakti. No, it is tinged with Aishwarya Bhav, Dasaras. It is the Prema Bhakti in that category, Aishwarya Bhav category. Like Aishwarya Bhaktas, Dasya Bhaktas. Where did Indra had material theirs? You sixth canto. No. Wait. Don't get into. You regularly visit Mayapur, I suppose. And you remember what happened in 88? 88 or what? I don't remember exactly the year. There was dacoits came and they wanted to steal the deities. They thought the deities are gold and deities. And there were some sannyasis who took gun and shot across the dacoits. Is that the activity of a sannyasi? Huh? Then why did they took up the gun and shoot it? Same thing here. Indra also doing the same thing. For protecting Lord's universe, Indra does whatever he's supposed to do. Apparently, it may appear for us Indra is doing for himself. We have discussed this point 100 times in this canto. Indra is not doing anything selfishly. Indra is doing for the welfare of the entire universe, whatever he is doing. Apparently, sometimes it may appear that he is doing selfishly, but because he is the king, he is doing for the entire welfare of the kingdom, whatever he does. Uh, uh. I told already. Even Gordon Lila also, Indra told Lord Krishna clearly, my dear Lord, I am doing mistakes because I am sitting in the throne. Please take me out of the throne. Lord Krishna told, no, don't say like that. Never do, don't do such kind of mistakes again. Continue. Indra was given the responsibility and he has to go through the responsibility. He cannot come out. Yavad adhikaram adhikarikatvam. Anyone who was given the responsibility, they need to fulfill that responsibility. Then only they will be going to God. They cannot go in between. They cannot give up that service. It's even Brahmaji also not told. So if Indra has to go back to Godhead, he has to continue as Indra. So he has to protect or not. Sannyasi can protect her. Okay, Sannyasi to protect the deity can shoot. Indra cannot shoot. For Indra, the deity is the kingdom. For a sannyasi, deity is the deity. But for Indra, the deity is the kingdom. So he has to protect the kingdom. For that, whatever required, he has to do. We can say out of love also, but to be more precise, out of duty, out of his surrender, out of his responsibility. So in that way. I told many times, in maybe sixth canto only. Every temple we have two kinds of leaders. One kind of leaders are sannyasis, guru and counselors, etc. Other kind of leaders are managers. So the gurus and the Bhagavad Katha speakers, they are all loved by everyone. But the temple managers, they are the people who are at gunpoint. No one loves them. Because in order to manage the temple, they may take sometimes strict decisions, which may not be liked by everyone. So they are always on the razor edge with that person. So Indra is like that. He's not a kathakar. He's not a sannyasi. So he's the manager. So he's always at criticism. Whatever he does, sometimes, many times we may understand, we may try to find out some fault and we expand that fault and spread the rumors as quickly as possible. I'm sorry to say that these are the secrets, inner secrets, even in the temple also. When some strict decisions are taken, the rumors will spread very far, very soon. They expand it and then expand like that. Because certain decisions are not liked by everyone. So if they don't like, they magnify and then spread across. That is natural. That is the way the universe has been created. So Indra is getting scolded by how many people? Everyone is scolding him for no reason. We discussed why did you do also. We discussed. What did we discuss that time? Why did Indra doing all these things? And by the way, the time Indra, who is Indra? That was Yajna himself. Lord Yajna, who was the son of Ruchi and Akuti and Ruchi. This is Purandara. That time Indra was Lord himself, Lord Vishnu himself, Lord Vishnu's expansion. Why did you do that? He has to begin. Sorry, Mataji.
No, he wanted to retain his kingship.
And
In order
no,
to serve.
not kingship. That is the external point.
Okay.
In order to begin Dwapara Yuga. When Prithu was ruling, that time it was Treta Yuga. So the Yuga transition should take place. Something should happen to start the new Yuga. So that he did it by creating all the Apasampradayas. He started Dwapara Yuga. Dwapara Yuga means confusion. Right or wrong, right or wrong, right or wrong. Always confusion. Those who read Mahabharata, they'll understand. What do you mean by right or wrong, right or wrong? Huh? No, no, no. If you see Mahabharata, there are two people. One person always makes right to be wrong, wrong to be right. Other person also did the same thing and he established right as right. One was Shakuni, dusra Krishna. So it's like that. Okay. Please have some good respect for Indra. Don't. Param means liberation. Those who desire liberation are ignorant of their own interest, desiring grass instead of the great treasure available. So those who desire liberation are ignorant of their own interests because they are desiring grass instead of the great treasure available. Having come to Lord Vishnu, if somebody asks liberation, that is asking for grass. Like that, I saying. Because of the presence of 6 great qualities in the Lord present before them, those who desire worship of the Lord are considered successful. Aishwaryasya, Samagrasya, Viryasya, Yashasasya, Jnana, Vairagyoschaiva, Sannambaga, Kitingana. The Supreme Lord possesses all these 6 opulences. Giving up those things, if somebody is asking something else, they are simply asking grass from the Supreme Lord. So it is like that. So, 5th canto also says this verse. This verse is spoken by the Devatas with a desire to take birth in Bharatavarsha. And they say that people in Bharatavarsha, they come to Lord Vishnu asking for some material desires, material blessings. But Lord Vishnu, while fulfilling their material blessings, also offers his lotus feet. Having tasted his lotus feet, the people forget their desire for material blessings and they become attracted to Lord's foot. That is the specialty of Bharatavarsha. That's why we want birth in Bharatavarsha. So that we also get Lord's lotus feet. That's what they say in this verse. Satyam dishati artitam artito nrunam. Naivartado yat punarartito artitayat. Swayam vidatte vajatam anichatam ichchavidanam nijapada pallavam. Swayam vidatte vajatam anichatam. Even those who are worshipping me without any desire for my lotus feet, ichcha apidanam nijapada pallavam. Even though they do not want my lotus feet, I will give my lotus feet to them. So that having tasted the nectar of my lotus feet, they will forget this material desires. This is what happens even when it comes to Supreme Lord with full of material desires. Then what to speak of if somebody comes to Supreme Lord only with exclusive desire of Prema Bhakti? Obviously they will get. When others are getting Prema Bhakti, then why not a pure devotee will get Prema Bhakti? So this is what understanding of Bhakti. Then he further tells some more details about the same thing. Aradhyatma pradam devam Swatmanam Jagatishwaram Ko Vrunita Gunasparsham Budasyan Narakepi yat. What intelligent person? Indra himself is saying these words. Kindly correlate with Indra's personality also afterwards. What intelligent person having worshipped the Lord of the universe, who is the performer of wonderful pastimes, having worshipped the Supreme Lord with a beautiful form, who gives himself to the devotee. Indra is telling that whoever worship the Supreme Lord, what is the result they will get? They will get the Lord himself. Would accept any material happiness which is available even in hell. This is what Indra is telling. So many times you may see that Indra is so attached to his position. Indra is so interested in his own self-protection, self-preservation, wealth, and this, that, pompous, and all arrangements. We may think like that, but this is what Indra himself is saying. So we may think that okay, Indra is just trying to pacify his stepmother Diti. That's why he's saying. Also, we may think like that. That possibility is also there. But whatever it is, giving a benefit of doubt. This is what is coming from the heart of Indra. Ah, ah. Hmm. So just like Titi told that I wanted to have a son who will be fear of you, Adityas. So Indra is also telling everything in truth. He is not making words. Because Titi asked, don't speak lies. He is not making up the words to pacify her. Otherwise, it becomes a lie. He is making up the words. He is speaking truth. That means it is coming from his heart. Yeah, he told everything. He tells everything. Because now they don't have any fear. Because I was mentioning last time, na, whatever Diti was doing in one sense, Indra is also doing. Diti is worshipper and Indra is facilitator, is providing everything that is required. In one sense, he is also part of the worship. Even if Indra, we may think that Indra was not a pure devotee before this vrata. Because of this vrata, he has become pure devotee, giving a benefit out. So like that. Devam here means the Lord who is absorbed in past tense. Swatmanam. Suatmanam means beautiful form. The Supreme Lord has a very beautiful form. So in that way. That Lord who gives himself to the devotees, those who understand this concept, why would they worship the Supreme Lord for some material blessings? So like that. Tadidam mama daurjanyam halishasya mahiyasi shantum arhasi matastvam dishtya garbo mrutottita. So in that telling that Tadidam mama daurjanyam balishasya mahiyasi is telling that my activity of this activity daurjanya himself is saying that what I did is unforgivable activity. It is very, very cruel act because of my childish nature. Shantum. Then he says that Shantum arahasi matastvam. He is calling the Diti as Mata. Oh mother, please forgive me. Dishtya garbo mrutotita. Because I, with an intention to kill that garba, cut into 14 pieces. But now 14 pieces have broken up. They all became children. Even though my intention was to kill your embryo, but nothing happened to that. So please forgive me. So like that is asking. Oh mother, best of the women, I am a fool. Kindly excuse me for my sinful deed. The dead embryo has become alive by good fortune. Dishtya means destiny. By the will of the providence, the embryo has become alive and it has become fortunate. So please forgive me for my unforgivable sinful activity. Okay, now I'll repeat the same thing. For last 1 year, Diti was performing the vrata. Yes. And Indra was serving her very gently, very nicely. Yes or no? And that person was also part of the vrata for last 1 year. And we saw Diti was completely transformed. Even though Indra came with an intention to spoil that vrata or kill that going to be born child, etc. etc. How come a personality like Indra previously he arrested Grutuditi? Grutuditi nahi. Unka naam kya hai? Kayadu. Taking her to wait till the childbirth happens. After the birth happens, he wanted to kill the child. He did not want to destroy the embryo that time. The same Indra now. How could he enter into the womb of a mother and cut into pieces? How can he do that? How can you do that? Can we expect from the same person? He is the same person who did something like that some little recent past, and he is the same person now performed vrata for one whole year. After performing this entire vrata for whole year, which is very potent vrata, how can, in spite of performing that whole vrata for 1 year, he still going to do that kind of sinful activity? That means this is not his voluntary activity. It is completely happening under the control of Paramatma. You have to understand that. It is all this. That's why it is called multiple times. Paramadbhutam. In the beginning, it is told Adbhuta Karyam. Why would Sukadeva Goswami get into trance? When the question is asked, please tell me. Even a personality, a gentleman like Indra also was used to do a heinous activity. That is Lord's special, what you can say? No, not just Leela. It's Lord's orchestrative way, in that way. Apparently, it appears that Indra, what kind of Indra is he? He's going to kill the child in the womb. How can you do this? And he is the king of the entire universe. But he did it not by his own. The Supreme Lord utilized Indra as an instrument to do this. And because how will one become 49 then? Otherwise, 49. 49 to be born, not 1 to. So somebody has to make 1 into 49. How that will happen? Indra is used as an instrument. And Indra is ready to become the instrument of the Supreme Lord in spite of understanding that For the rest of the eternity, crores of people will criticize him for this act. Right now, some was doing. Huh? Potency of Vishnu Vrata. I don't know. 49 Maruths are required, so 49. There are 49 different kinds of wind devatas. We have Vayu plus 49. Vayu is the deity of O2, oxygen. The remaining devatas are all deities of different kinds of airs. From the modern science point of view, Vayu is the deity of Mukhya Prana, the breathing air that will sustain us. So, and the remaining these Maruths are the deities of different kinds of winds. From the modern point of view, nitrogen, helium, all these things, etc. But not exactly 49, not in that way. The 49 winds are at 49 different places. Bhuloka air is different, Borloka air is different, Sargaloka air is different. There are different airs. Yeah. There are different things. See, while preparing, I was thinking like this. Indra is such a person, in spite of knowing that for the rest of eternity, people will criticize me for this heinous act. Still, he is doing it for the service of the Supreme Lord, for the interest of the Supreme Lord. And he's admitting that. Even though Lord made him to do it, and he's telling that I did it. That is Indra. Yeah. That's what Prabhupada says, no, always. Prabhupada always gives one example. The mother, in order to teach daughter-in-law, she chastises the daughter. So here Indra is the daughter. So like that. Understand the bonding between Indra and Supreme Lord. Because he is in the managerial position, we only see the fault. We tend to see the faults in the manager. But if Indra was on the Vyasasan, do we see faults? Even though he makes faults, one will overlook those faults. Because the seats are different. Vyasasan has got a different respect, and managerial seat has got a different kind of respect. Not soft corner. What can be done? Because I also heard so much. 2 days back, we were in GB. Our brahmacharis only played a drama. In the drama, they actually took Indra for a ride. Yeah, that is true. But unfortunately, so by the will of the providence, Dishtya, the one became 49 and the 49 became alive. So he's begging forgiveness from the mother. Sri Shuka Uvacha Indrastayabhyanu Shuddha Bhavena Tushtaya Marudbhi Sahatam Natva Jagamatri Divam Prabhu. Taking permission of Diti, who was completely satisfied by Indra's good behavior. Indra, offering his respects to Diti, and left for the heavenly planets with his 49 new brothers, who are called as Maruths. What Diti wanted in the third canto? Not sixth canto, third canto. Diti approached Kashyapa while Kashyapa was doing yajna. She desired some sons who will also positioned at the same level of other sons of my husband, and they also will have same respect, same facilities, same appliances. That's what she needed. That's what she wants. That's something else. But problem was she did not express that directly. She insisted that I want son right now at a wrong time. She got wrong children. And she attributed the reason for that wrong son's death to Indra. And Kashyapa, because of his wisdom, he engaged her in Vishnu Vrata. Now, she was completely purified of her consciousness, and her sons also became as she wanted. Now, Marus are also respected on par with Indra. Though Indra will be the king, but the Marus are also important devatas. Every yajna, their names are chanted, their oblations are offered to them, everything is there. So she was very happy. She wanted one son, but she has got 49 sons. And now, other wives had less number of sons. In one sense, her sons are outnumbering everyone. So she obviously will be happy. So like that. Exactly, I don't know that they are called Maruths. That much only you know. Why Maruths and all? Maruth is basically wind gods. Hanumanji is also called as Maruti. Wind god. Ah. Marutam. What was that? Bhagavad Gita Pavaka Nam? Something like that. Something. एवं ते सर्वमाख्यातम्. Sir, yeah, Mataji, you want to recite?
Yes,
Shwetaganga
sir,
Mataji.
yes, yes. Evam te sarvamakhyatam
Yanmam tvam paripruchasi
yanmam tvam paripritchasi
mangalam marutam janma
mangalam marutam janma
kimbuya katayamite.
kim bhuya katayamite. My dear King Parikshit, I have replied as far as possible to the questions you have asked me, especially in regard to this pure auspicious narration about the Maruths. Now you may inquire further, and I shall explain more.
I have replied to the question you have asked me in regard to the auspicious birth of the Maruths. What else should I explain? So basically, my dear Parikshit, you asked the question about the Maruth's birth. I have explained to you. Is there anything else you want to know? So like that it is. So in any sense, this chapter is complete. Here the point is, this vrata is so special, so special. We can see how different people have been completely transformed. Diti was completely transformed, and now she is completely satisfied. And according to Indra, Diti got pure bhakti. And we can also understand what is Indra's heart. What is there in the heart of Indra? What kind of bhakti Indra possesses. So everyone got benefit now. No one is at problem. This is the special result of Vishnu vrata, Pumsavana vrata. So like that. Any questions?
No, Prabhuji.
Hmm. Yeah. Hmm. So that's why Lord can do anything. Kartum, akartum, anyata, kartum. That is Lord's greatness. So, before getting into chapter 19th, if there are no further questions, we'll have a small break. So then we'll continue. Hare Krishna. We'll continue.
Yes.
So this is the last chapter, 6th canto. Performing the Pumsavana ritualistic ceremony, the Pumsavana vow. In the 19th chapter, on being asked by the king, Sukadeva Goswami describes in detail the Pumsavana vow, which destroys cruelty in the heart and pleases Lord Vishnu. Hare Krishna, devotees online are able to see the slides?
Yes, yes, Prabhu.
Okay, thank you. This is a small chapter. Hopefully, we'll complete today. So basically, Parishit Maharaj asks, can you please tell me in detail that Pumsavana Vrata? Because Parishit Maharaj also gets inspired by seeing the result. He's asking about this Vrata. That means it is not some ordinary ritual ceremony, it is really a special Vishnu Vrata. Sri Rajo Vacha Vratam Pumsavanam Brahman Bhavataya Dudiritam Tasya Vedutumichami Ena Vishnu Prasidati. So he's telling that, oh Brahmana, I wish to know the rules of the Pumsavana rite, which you mentioned, by which Lord Vishnu is pleased. Why Parishit Maharaj want to know about this? Because this vrata can please Lord Vishnu and the performer, as per Indra, will get Prema Bhakti. Then why not? Let everyone know and follow. That was the intention Parishit Maharaj asking this. I wish to know the rules of the vow so that everyone can follow this. Sri Shuka Uvacha Shukle Margashire Pakshe Yoshid Bhartur Anugnyaya Arabheta Vratam Idam Sarvakamikamādita Nishamya Marutam Janma Brahmanan Anumantraya Snatva Shukladati Shukle Vasitalankritambare Pujayet Prataras Prag Pujayet Pratarashat Prag Bhagavantam Shriyasaha. Yeah. Both worship of Lord Vishnu and Mother Lakshmi should be done in this vrata. So that point here, Sukadeva Goswami is telling. On the first day of the bright fortnight of the month of Agrahayana or Margashirsha. Margashirsha, Shukla Paksha, Pratipad. That was the day the vrata should start. That means just after Kartika Mas. Yesterday Kartika is over and today Margashirsha is beginning. That day we have to start this vrata. Same thing. Katyayani vrata also begins on the same day. But this is 1 year vrata, that is 41 days vrata. So that is the difference. With permission of her husband, a woman should begin this vow, which fulfills all desires. Sarva kamikam aditaha. The woman should hear the story of the Maruth's birth. In order to get inspiration and impetus, one should hear the story of the Maruths, what happened in the story of Maruths. And under the instruction of the Brahmanas, after cleaning her teeth, bathing, and wearing white cloth and ornaments, should worship Lord Vishnu and Mother Lakshmi before taking breakfast. That means the vrata begins early in the morning, get up, take bath, wear fresh clothes, especially the white clothes, and then perform the vrata consisting of worshipping of Lord Narayana and Mother Lakshmi under the instruction of the Brahmanas. And the vrata will continue all the way up to breakfast time. And then after vrata is over, after feeding the Brahmanas, everyone is over, take breakfast and then do something else. So every day morning hours, this is what we are doing in the temple also, in our home also. We get up and we perform Mangalarati and then we do chanting and then we prepare bhoga and offer to the deities and then we take prasad. So in one sense, we are also doing Pumsavana every day. Same thing. Margashire means in the month of Margashirisha. Adita means on the first day of the waxing moon. So Shukla Paksha, Pratipad, the vrata shall begin. Then
Hare
Alam.
Krishna Prabhuji.
Yes, Mataji.
Is this vrata meant only for women or it is for men also perform this?
No, for others also, that point will come later on also. But here, especially from the point of view of Diti, for women it is mentioned. Even Kashyapa told this. At the beginning of the creation, Lord Brahma told this vrata. And we did this. We includes Brahma.
Okay.
And Brahma told this. We includes Lord Shiva and myself and other Prajapatis. Even Kashyapa did this vrata.
Okay, so it's for everyone.
Yeah, for everyone. But exclusively for women it is mentioned if they want to have children. For that, Pumsavana vrata is mentioned. Even if you all remember, out of 16 samskara, there is one samskara known as Pumsavana vrata also, which is supposed to be performed when the mother is at 4th or 5th month pregnancy. There is a ritual in order to convert that embryo from female gender to male gender. This vrata is performed for that. If especially for the queens, if they want to have the male child who will become the future king, they were generally recommended to perform this vrata because they need to have one male son, otherwise who will continue the kingdom? So they would do. Even others, if they want, they can do. Basically, to want to have a male child. Of course, in the 16 samskaras, it is like that. And otherwise also, it is like one full year vrata, which can fulfill any desire. Here, not only son, sarva kamikam aditam. Any desire one has, one can perform this vrata. So no problem. Even for pure bhakti also, one can do this vrata.
Thank you.
If when they perform, if they with the desire, if they perform, then they will only have male children. With the desire. Or in the name of that desire, if you do it, you will get it. In the name of some other desire, you do this vrata, you will get that desire fulfilled. So it's like that. So I'm not saying that they should pray every time they should perform this vrata every time to get a male child. But generally the queens are supposed to get one child, one male child who will continue the kingdom. That is required need of the hour. So in that the thing now. Alante nirapekshaya पूर्णकामा नमोस्तुते महाविभूतिपतये नमः सकलसिद्धये O Lord, complete in your desires. I offer my respectable obeisances unto you, the independent Lord, the master of great wealth, the giver of all perfections. So, morning, get up, take bath, wear white clothes, and worship Mother Lakshmi and Lord Narayana. So, while worshipping, one should chant these prayers. 3-4 verses we'll talk about. What are the different prayers that should be chanted while one is worshipping the Supreme Lord? So, here these are the prayers which talk about the various attributes of Lord Vishnu. Ahamte Nirpekshaya, one attribute is Nirpekshaya. Second is Purna Kama. Third is Mahavibhuti Pataye. Fourth is Sakala Siddhaye. These are 4 different attributes of Lord Vishnu. So the meaning is Ahamte Nama Astu means may I offer plentiful respects unto you. The Devatas depend on their servants to accomplish their own powers, but you do not. That is expressed in this verse. So it says that the Devatas need servitorship by the subordinates. But Lord Vishnu is Atma Rama. He does not need anybody's service. We serving Lord Vishnu is not because Lord Vishnu wanted our service. We are serving Lord Vishnu because we wanted something from Lord Vishnu. But on the other hand, Devatas, it is not like that. Devatas also need something from us. When people worship Devatas by the performance of Yajna, when they say that Idam Indraya Swaha, the Devatas also need something. That is their food. If we don't perform Yajna, they will not get, they will starve. So it's like that. If we don't offer Bhoga to Lord Vishnu will not starve. We will starve. But if we don't offer oblations in the fire yajna, the devatas will starve and we also will starve. Because there will be no rain next season. Something like that. In the case of devatas, it is mutual dependency. In the case of Lord Vishnu, it is for our well-being, for our benefit. So in that. That's why it is tell that Nirapekshaya. Lord is Nirapeksha. Lord has no apeksha from us. He is self-satisfied. We are serving him, we are trying to worship him because we want Lord for us. That's why. Therefore, you are called Nirapekshaya because you are endowed with all great powers by your very nature. Lord does not need anything from us, but still, I want to offer you plentiful respects. Because by offering respects to you, there is aspirations to me. Otherwise, I will be doomed. So like that. And then, Purna Kama, you are full in your desires. You don't have anything to get from outside. You don't need anything from outside. How will I please you by my offerings? When Lord is Purna Kama, how can we please him? He himself can fulfill all his desires. Wow, by what we can fulfill him? By what we can give him satisfaction? There is nothing that we can do for him. So in that way, it is said, you are the master of great wealth. Okay, this is for the next point. So that means when we offer something, Lord accepts it not because he wants it. Lord accepts it because by Lord's acceptance, we are getting benefited. For our benefit, Lord accepts something. Whatever we offer, little we offer. He does not need anything from us because he is Purna Kama. But he actually accepts it for our well-being, for our upliftment. That is Lord's nature. And then one may ask, how can you say that Lord does not need anything? And हमको जरूरत है सब कुछ. Lord को भी जरूरत होगा. Then he says that Mahavibhuti Pataye. You are not the Lord of ordinary vibhutis. You are the Lord of Mahavibhutis. Bhagavad Gita 10th chapter talks about the vibhutis. Bhagavatam 11th canto also talks about various vibhutis of the Supreme Lord. They are only small vibhutis. But Lord is the master of big vibhutis. You are the master of great wealth. How can I possibly please you by offering houses, gardens, elephants, servants, singing, dancing, drums, instruments, and chanting of the Vedas? We do all these things here. In our temples, we construct a building and may call it as temple, we offer it to the Lord. Even in our home house, we keep altar, we say that is the Lord's, something like that. And we prepare gardens. Nowadays, we don't have so much space, but in the past, previous temples, if you see, big temples, and temple will have big lake, big garden, everything will be there surrounding temple only. For seva, whatever is required, they don't have to go far distant. Even growing rice, wheat, and vegetables, everything would happen around temple only in the past. Nowadays, temple is surrounded by all the houses. So the temple is offered to the Lord. The gardens are for the Lord's pleasure. Elephants are there to take Lord and procession. You know better. Guruvayur, elephants are there. Servants and singing. Every day there is singing, kirtan. Dancing. Here dancing also is there. Drums, playing the instruments and chanting of the Vedas, Vedic mantras. Not that Lord did something. By doing all these things, we are going to get benefit for that reason. For our benefit, Lord accepts. And then, Sakala Siddhaye. You are the giver of Sarga, Apavarga, and Prema. For those people who want Sarga, it is the Lord who gives Sarga. For those people who want Apavarga, Lord gives Apavarga. For those people who want Prema Bhakti, Lord gives Prema Bhakti. How can I please you by offering karma, jnana, yoga, or bhakti sadhana? So we say that I am a devotee, I am this, I am that, I am doing this. But it is the Lord who is giving ultimately for whatever we do. And we boast as if I'm doing for Lord all these things. I have given up everything else and I have become brahmachari, sannyasi, this, that, so many things we say. But we are doing for our benefit, not for Lord. What we can give to the Lord. It is the Lord who is awarding all these things, and what we give is nothing for Lord. So, but still, Lord accepts whatever little we give. Whatever karma we offer to the Lord, Lord accepts. Whatever jnana we offer to the Lord, Lord accepts. Whatever yoga we offer to the Lord, Lord accepts. Whatever little bhakti we offer to the Lord, Lord accepts. For our benefit. Not because he needs something from us. So this is the Lord. So for that Lord, we should definitely we can worship. Not like that. From Siddhanta point of view, Lord does not need anything. But from Rasara point of view, Lord leads everything. So we have to balance both. It comes in the next verse later on. It's like what parents need from children. Children means small children, especially. Parents only gives Lakshmi. The children goes to shop and purchases some chocolates and comes back and gives to the parent. Does the parent need chocolate? Can't parent purchase chocolate? He can purchase, but still parents accept chocolate. Why? If they accept, the children feel happy. For their pleasure, the parents accept. So like that. Something I remember, I forgot. No problem. Yata tvam krupaya bhutya. Mataji, you want to recite?
Yes, Prabhuji. यथा त्वं कृपया भूत्या
Tejasa mahimaujasa
तेजसा महिमौजसा
justa isha gunai sarvais
दृष्ट ईश गुणैः सर्वैः
tatosi bhagavan prabhu.
ततोऽसि भगवान् प्रभु. O my Lord, because you are endowed with causeless mercy, all opulences, all prowess, and all glories, strength, and transcendental qualities, you are the supreme personality of Godhead, the master of everyone.
Just as you are endowed with mercy, by which your powers are hidden, so you are situated as the Supreme Lord, worthy of worship, by being endowed with the Shakti of Mahalakshmi, the Shakti of independence, the Shakti of wealth, all strength, and all other wonderful qualities. So here, the previous verse, the attributes of the Lord are Nirapeksha, Purnakama, Maha, Vibhuti Pataye, and Sakala Siddhaye. In the current verse, here the prayer says that Mahima Ojasa, you are greatly powerful person, but your powers are hidden out of your Krupa Shakti. Though you are highly powerful person, you are always available to your devotees out of your compassion upon. Whatever little they do, you accept it. And then the prayer says that Justa Isha Gunai Sarvais Tatosi Bhagavan Prabhu. You are always accompanied with your consort Mother Lakshmi, who is the embodiment of all different variety of Shaktis. Just as you are endowed with mercy by which your powers are hidden, similarly, you are situated as Supreme Lord, worthy of worship, and endowed with the Shakti of Mahalakshmi. Just like Krupa Shakti always accompanies you, Mahalakshmi always accompanies you. And who is Mahalakshmi? Mahalakshmi, the embodiment of different potencies. The potency of independence, the potency of wealth, the potency of strength, the potency of all other wonderful qualities. So like that. By your mercy, everything happens. Just as you are endowed with your mercy, you are the Lord because of being endowed with other powers. You are served by your Krupa Shakti. You wait for the Tulasi leaf offered by the devotee. So here some points are mentioned. This is contrary to previous verse. What was the previous verse? You are Sarva Purna Kama. You are Nirashisha. Vibhuti Pataya. You don't need anything from us. But your Krupa Shakti demands everything from us. Just like in Damodar Leela, Lord's Vibhuti Shakti, in order to protect Lord Krishna, displaying Lord's great power, Lord's greatness, that he cannot be bound by the rope. But when Mother Yashoda was perspiring, her whole body was drenched with the sweat and all, and she was trying to bind Krishna since morning, although it is late noon. Lord's Krupa Shakti came in front. ये बहुत हो गया अभी, बस बंद करो आपका विभूति दिखाना. किसका क्लास है? Who is taking? Okay, छोड़ दो. This room was empty, so I booked this room for today. Till 8:30 my class is there. So yeah, Damodar Leela. Krupa Shakti tells Vibhuti Shakti, अब बहुत हो गया है, बंद करो अभी, आप निकल जाओ यहाँ से. So Krupa Shakti tells, hey Krishna, come under control. Get bound by Mother Yashoda. You have caused so much pain to her till now. ये बहुत हो गया अभी, ज़्यादा मजा नहीं करने, ज़्यादा मजा मस्ती नहीं करने का, अभी बस हो गया अभी, बंधन में आ जाओ. So Krupa Shakti dictates to Lord Krishna that should come under the bondage of Mother Yashoda. Then Krishna comes under the bondage of Mother Yashoda. That's what Krupa Shakti is all about. Here same thing. Even though Lord does not need anything from us, but Krupa Shakti says, they are working very hard. Take it. And you demand from them. So what kind of demand? You wait for the Tulasi leaf offered by the devotee. Thus, you are not independent. Previously, Lord was said independent. Is Mahavibhuti Pataya, this, that. So Lord is completely independent. But now, because Lord Krupa Shakti, he tells Lord Krishna to listen to each and every devotee. So he is not independent. He has to listen to Krupa Shakti, and then he has to listen to each and every devotee. For example, you have offered bhoga in front of the Lord, and Lord is about to take. Devotee says, no, no, wait, tulsi rakha nahi, thoda ruko. Just wait till the time tulsi was kept. So he cannot exercise his free will. Thus, you are not independent. You ask the devotees, please give me something to eat because I'm hungry today. And devotee says, wait, you have to wait till 12 o'clock. 12 बजे ही मिलेगा आपको राजभोग. 11 बजे आप पूछेगा तो नहीं मिलेगा. So Lord has to wait till 12 o'clock. So something like that. Thus, you are not full in your desires. You cannot fulfill your desires. You have to wait till devotees provide you whatever you need. You say to a devotee in his dream, my house and garden are worn out. Where will I play? That means, because you have requested your devotees to have a house and garden, the devotees will construct you a temple and also surrounded by a pond for water sports and a garden for sports and all, everything. That's why they construct all these temples and all. Because you have to play. For that, you need to have a proper place to play. You want to swim, you need to have a proper place to swim, like that. So this is how this verse says. Thus, you are without wealth. Previously, it was said that Mahavibhuti Pataya. He has the lot of wealth. But आपको wealth कहाँ है? Wealth है तो आपको भक्तों को क्यों पूछेंगे मंदिर बनाने के लिए? भक्तों को क्यों पूछेंगे गार्डन बनाने के लिए, दिस बनाने के लिए, भोगा बनाने के लिए? You are without wealth. Though you have all powers of yoga, bound by the ropes of prema of the devotee, you cannot go anywhere. Though you are filled with Ashtanga Siddhis, you can disappear, go somewhere, you can appear, but you cannot go. Because you are bound by the ropes of your pure devotee's love. Unless until they give you permission, you cannot go out. Thus, you do not have all this. There is no point in you having also this because you cannot exercise this in front of your devotees. You are completely controlled by your devotees. And then, by your power as Mahalakshmi, by your power of complete independence, by your power of great wealth, by your great strength, and all other qualities, such as having all statements come true, Satyasankalpa, etc. You remain independent and full in your own desires in this world. You alone are the Supreme Lord, the Master worthy of worship. So, from one side, since you possess everything, you are completely independent. That is for everyone, but not for your pure devotee. When it comes to your pure devotee, you are under completely their control. For people in general, you are completely independent. What was that Bhagavad Gita verse? Samoham sarvabhuteshu name dveshosya na priya. For people in general, you are equal to everyone. And for devotees, ye bhajanti tu mam bhaktya maite tesh chapiham. For devotees, Lord becomes completely controlled. For others, Lord becomes completely unapproachable. So this is the Lord's nature. Yeah, we say na Lord has so many energies. All the energies are an expansion of Mahalakshmi. So that is understanding. Because people here are interested in money, that's why we made Lakshmi as Lakshmi of wealth. So, but she is the kind of, in our Gaudiya Vaishnava point of view, we say, na, it is Srimati Radharani who expands as all the gopis, all the manjaris, as Vrunda Devi, as all the pastimes places, everything. So her expansion only everything from the point of view. And from Vaikuntha Bhakti and point of view, Lakshmi's expansion is all the energies of the Supreme Lord. विष्णुपत्नी महामाये महापुरुष लक्षणे प्रियेतमे महाभागे लोकमातर्नमोस्तुते. O wife of Lord Vishnu, O internal energy of Lord Vishnu, Antaranga Shakti, possessing his qualities, O goddess of fortune, please be kind to me. O mother of the world, I offer my respectable obeisances unto you. The various attributes of Mahalakshmi. So, in that way. So, prayers for Lord Vishnu also, prayers for Mother Lakshmi also. And then prayers for both Mahalakshmi and Lord Vishnu. Who? I don't know. In Sri Vaishnava temples and all, Lakshmi Devi is outside. Of course, Ustavamurti is there. So Lord is there in the main altar and Mother Lakshmi the other altar. Because Mother Lakshmi is the facilitator of all the things. Ah. Yeah, yeah. Sri Vaishnava that is there. But Ustavamurti is always there. Sri Devi, Bhudevi, and Bhishma, Lord Vishnu, these three are always there. Every temples. Ah. Yes. But Lakshmi always resides in the chest of Lord Vishnu. It is not, she is not like not there only completely. She is there. She is also there in the outside different altar. I also don't know, never inquired from anybody why Mother Lakshmi's temple is always kept separately. Lakshmi Narayana. Hmm. There may be some philosophical reason also, I don't know. Maybe this time when I go to temple, South Indian temple, we can ask the pujari. Why Mother Lakshmi's altar is separate? We visited many times but never inquired. Because in Lord Rama temple, Sita Ram together. In Krishna temple, not Radha, Rukmini, Satyabhama and Krishna are together. Radharani worship is only in our Gaudiya Sampradaya, but the other Sri Vaishnava and all is Rukmini, Satyabhama. No, not like that. These deities are there from the beginning also, not only in Kali Yuga. Some of the deities are there from the beginning also. So we don't know what is the reason. Jagannath ji also Lakshmi Devi separately. So there could be some philosophical reason.
Hare
Mother
Krishna.
Lakshmi. Mataji. You know Mataji anything about it?
I don't know, but even in the Vitthal Pandharpur temple, Rukmini Devi's temple is separate. She's separate.
Yes, yes. Rukmini Devi temple is separate, Radharani temple is separate, and Krishna is separate. So there should be some valid reason. We may have to understand it from proper people. So then the verse says, the next one is prose. Om Namo Bhagavate Mahapurushaya Mahanubhavaya Mahavibhuti Pataye Saha Mahavibhuti Bir Balim Upa Haramiti. So this is the prayer, should be chanted. I offer respects to Lord Vishnu, full of six powers, to the Supreme Person, the final authority, the husband of Goddess Lakshmi. I offer gifts along with great wealth. Om Namo Bhagavate Mahapurushaya. I offer respect to Lord Vishnu, full in six powers. Mahanubhavaya, the Supreme Person, Mahavibhuti Pataye, the final authority, husband of Goddess Lakshmi, where it comes. Okay, Mahavibhuti Pataye is husband of Goddess Lakshmi. Pataye, Saha, Mahavibhutibir, Balim, Upaharamiti. I offer gifts along with great wealth. So in that way. Daily one should call the Lord using this Vishnu mantra and offer Argya, Padhya, Achaman, bathing water, garments, sacred thread, ornaments, scents, flowers, incense, lamp, gifts with great attention. So basically, performing Abhishek, bathing the Lord, then dressing the Lord, and offering Bhoga and offering Arati. Whatever we do in the temple, same things has to be done every day. So like that. The mantra used in worship is mentioned in this verse. Then next further says Avishesham cha juyad anale dvadashahuti. Om Namo Bhagavate Mahapurushaya Mahavibhuti Pataye Swaheti. So basically, while worshipping, this mantra should be chanted. Before worship, that mantra should be chanted, something like that. One should chant the following mantra while offering 12 oblations, consisting of the remnants from the worship of the Lord Vishnu into fire. Om Namo Bhagavate Mahapurushaya Mahavibhuti Pataye Swaha. So this is what is being done in the temple. Every festival, there is Abhishek, and then there is dressing, then there is Yajna. And Yajna is performed. In the Yajna, all the grains are offered as oblation. So while offering all the grains, this mantra should be chanted. Om Namo Bhagavate Mahapurushaya Mahavibhuti Pataye Swaha. After Yajna is over, Bhoga should be offered. Then the deities will come to the altar. Then there is Maharati. This is regularly, every festival it is being done like this. So this mantra should be chanted while Yajna being performed. In the Yajna we have Navadhatus and also other items, total 12 remnants need to be offered in the fire. While offering them, this mantra should be chanted. Havishesha means remnants from the worship of Lord Vishnu. So then, this is the regular procedure, what one is supposed to do every day in the morning. This is like full temple deity worship procedure, nothing less. Sriyam Vishnum cha Varadav. Mataji, want to recite?
Yes, Sanjay. Sriyam Vishnum cha Varadag.
Ashisham Prabhava Ubhau.
Ashisham Prabhava Ubho.
Bhaktya Sampujaye Nityam.
Bhaktya Sampujaye Nityam.
Yadichyati Sarva Sampadaha.
Yadichet Sarvasampadaha. If one desires all opulences, his duty is to daily worship Lord Vishnu with his wife Lakshmi. With great devotion, one should worship him according to the above mentioned process. Lord Vishnu and the goddess of fortune are an immensely powerful combination. They are the bestowers of all benedictions and the sources of all good fortune. Therefore, the duty of everyone is to worship Lakshmi Narayan.
If one desires all wealth, One should daily worship with devotion Lord Vishnu and Mother Lakshmi, the bestowers of blessings and fulfiller of all one's desires. If one's desire is strong, one's worship also should be strong. Something like that. Praname dandavat bhumau bhakti prahuvena chetasa dashavaram japen mantra tata stotram udirayet. Then after everything is done, one should offer obeisances on the earth, falling flat unto the Lord, with a mind humbled by bhakti. Then one should chant the above mantra 10 times. The previous mantra should be chanted 10 times. Then one should chant the following mantra. The next verse also there is one more prayer. That also should be chanted for 10 times. So like that. So what is that next mantra? Should be chanted for 10 times. Yuvam tu vishwasya vibhuhu vibhu jagataha karanam param iyam hi prakriti sukshma maya shaktir duratyaya. Yeah. Hmm. You are the lords of the universe. You too are the lords of the universe. Lord Vishnu and Mother Lakshmi, both of them are the masters of the universe. The supreme cause of the universe. Yes, Mahavishnu, the supreme cause of the entire universe. The goddess Lakshmi is also Prakriti or Maya Shakti. Difficult to understand and hard to overcome. Daivi Esha Gunamayi Mamamaya Duratya. So indirectly here the verse says that even Mahamaya, who is very difficult to understand, who is very difficult to overcome, is an expansion of Mahalakshmi. Like that. So Mahalakshmi serves Lord Vishnu directly, and she also serves Lord Vishnu indirectly by expanding herself as Mahamaya. So in that way. Durga is also an expansion of, like we say, no? Mamai Vamsho Jiva Loka Jiva Bhuta Sanatana. What do you mean by that? Who? All Jivas are Lord Samsha. Similarly, Sadashiva is an Amsha of Lord Vishnu and Mahamaya is an Amsha of Lakshmi Devi. So like that. Uh, Same. Same. Rama Devi is an expansion of Lakshmi Mahalakshmi and Shambhu is an expansion of Lord Karnadoksha Vishnu, Mahavishnu. So in that way. Tasya Adishwara Sakshat. Mataji, you can repeat.
तस्या अधीश्वरः साक्षात्
Tvameva Purusha Para.
त्वम् एव पुरुषः परा
Tvam Sarva Yajna Yeyam.
त्वं सर्वयज्ञ ईयेयम् इजेयम्
Kriyeyam Falabhuk Bhavan.
क्रियेयं फलभुग् भवान्. My Lord, you are the master of energy and therefore you are the supreme person. You are sacrifice, yajna personified. Lakshmi, the embodiment of spiritual activities, is the original form of worship offered unto you, whereas you are the enjoyer of all sacrifices.
You are the master of Lakshmi. You are the supreme person. You are all sacrifices personified. Yajnamurti. Lakshmi is the secular activity of the sacrifice and the worship performed in meditation, whereas you are the enjoyer of the worship. Here, one attribute of Mother Lakshmi is mentioned. What was the service of Mother Lakshmi? Always making sure that Lord is served nicely. So, for the Lord to be served nicely, there should be some service. And in the service, there will be some ingredients are used. So, if Mahavishnu is the enjoyer of Yajna, if Mahavishnu is sacrifice personified, then Mahalakshmi is the activity of performing sacrifice. Are you getting? For the pleasure of the Lord, some activity has to be done. Sometimes Mahalakshmi personally does the activity. Other times, Mahalakshmi herself expands as activity itself. So that is Mahalakshmi. So that activity will be rendered for the pleasure of the Lord and Lord will be pleased. That is Mahalakshmi's mood. So that's what is indicated. Tam sarva yajna yajyam. You are all yajna personified, but Kriyayam is Mother Lakshmi. Mother Lakshmi is action personified. You are yajna personified and Falabhuk Bhavan. You are the ultimate enjoyer of the yajna. Ahami sarva yajnanam bhokta cha prabhurevacha. But the act of yajna being performed is Mother Lakshmi for your pleasure. So therefore, Mother Lakshmi also should be worshipped. Ijya refers to the contemplation of the activities that a man performs in preparation for a sacrifice. Kriya refers to activities in the sacrifice not restricted to persons initiated into sacrifice. Both Ijja and Kriya both are Mother Lakshmi's expansion. The planning is Mahalakshmi, execution is also Mahalakshmi. That's what. The only mood of Mahalakshmi is Lord should be served. So she expands in terms of different activities. Visena Srimati Radharani is Bhakti Devi, Bhakti personified. Bhakti means Shravanam, Kirtanam. That means Radharani herself expands as Shravanam, Kirtanam, Smaranam, Padasevanam, Archanam, and Dasadasakmatna. The Bhakti activity itself is an expansion of Mother Srimati Radharani. Yes, obviously. Just like we see Srimati Radharani for Lord Krishna, Mother Sita for Lord Ram, Mother Lakshmi is for Lord Krishna. Same way. Guna Vektir Iyam Devi. Vyanjako Gunabhuk Bhavan. Tam hi sarva shariratma. Sri Sharirendriya Savaha. Namarupe Bhagavati. Pratyayastvam apashrayaha. So here, the next prayer says, Goddess Lakshmi is the reservoir of all qualities. Whereas, my dear Lord, you manifest and enjoy all these qualities. Mother Lakshmi not only expands as activities, she also expands as qualities. Oh Lord, you live as the soul of all living entities, and the goddess of fortune is the form of their bodies. Lord Vishnu expands as Atmas. Mother Lakshmi expands as bodies. Not only bodies. You expand as their bodies, their senses, and their minds. You are the revealer of names and forms, and the shelter and the support of names and forms. You not only give them the gross body, subtle body, and everything, and you also give them a particular form. You also give them a particular name, and you also give them a particular activities. And this person is called Brahmana. Brahmana is supposed to do these activities. Kshatriya is supposed to do these activities. Like that, it is you only do everything for them. So like something like that. Pratyaya means the revealer of the names and forms. You are also the support of the names and forms. We get certain names and forms because of our physical appearance. So we are called as human beings. Somebody, some other living entity is called as animals. That is because of their physical appearance. So that is given by Mother Lakshmi. No, here the Jiva is considered as the expansion of Lord Vishnu. What to speak of Paramatma? Paramatma anyway Lord Vishnu himself. Jiva is considered an expansion of Lord Vishnu. The gross and subtle bodies are considered an expansion of Mother Lakshmi. Don't have any experience. Even though it is Lord's, but Lord gives us free will. Do whatever we want. Lord does not say it is me. Lord says it is mine. There is a lot of difference. If it is me, it is under my I will keep it under my control. It is mine, though I can keep under my control, but if you don't want to be under my control, I'll let you let loose. So, mine category, obviously. That's why Jiva is called Vibhinnamsha. It is not Swamsha. Swamsha is I category. Vibhinnamsha is my category. यथा यूयं त्रिलोकस्य यथा युवां त्रिलोकस्य वरदौ परमेष्टिनौ तथा मा उत्तम श्लोका संतु सत्या महाशिषः. You are both the supreme rulers and benedictors of the entire three worlds. Parameshno. Oh Uttama Shloka, may my desires be fulfilled. This is the last prayer. So you are the Lords and you are also Varadarshaba, the offerer of the blessings. So please offer my bless, offer the fulfillment of my blessings. So in that. So this is the prayer. So this is the morning worship. All these things should be done. Once the worship is over, then what one should do? The important activity. वो भी हो गया. No. Feed the Brahmanas and then honor. Iti abis iti abistutya varadam. Iti abistuya paradam. Please. Time हो गया जल्दी जल्दी. श्रीनिवासं श्रियासः तन्निस्सार्योपहरणम् दत्वा चमनमर्चयेत्. Offering prayers to Lord Vishnu and Mother Lakshmi according to the process mentioned above. One should then remove old articles. After offering them achamana, one should worship them again. Tatastu vitastotrena bhakti prahuvena chetasa yajnochistam avagrahya punar abhyarchayedarim. Yeah. With devotion and humility, one should offer prayers. After smelling the remnants of food offered to the Lord, one should again worship the Lord. So looks like one should not eat. After offering boga, take out the boga and just smell it, keep it aside, and then again worship the Lord once again. Ah. Harim, harim. It is not dharim. In the previous word, it is ending with dha. The will be carried to the next word also. When you divide the one sentence into two parts, the afda will be here, afda will be there. So it is actually harim. Abbarchaye dharim. Normally we are supposed to read Abhyarchayed Dharim. But when you divide them into different words, Abhyarchayed Dharim. The same continues. The same sound pronunciation will continue to the next word also. Hmm. Patim cha paraya bhaktya Mahapurusha chetasa Priyaistair upanamet Prema Shila Swayampatihi Vibruya Sarva Karmani Patnya Uchavachani cha. Accepting her husband as the representative of the Supreme Lord. This point we discussed from the beginning, especially the context of marriage. The wife should worship him with unalloyed devotion by offering him what was offered to the Lord. The old articles were removed from the deity and now they will be offered to the husband. The husband, being very pleased, should execute all actions high and low for his wife. Basically, Lord's Maha is offered to the husband. Kritam ekatarenapi Dampatyorubayorapi Patnyam kuryad anarhayam patir etas samahitaha. Yeah. Between the husband and wife, one of them is sufficient to execute this devotional service. If the wife is unable to execute this process because of some reason, ill healthy or whatever, the husband should carefully do so. The vrata will not be stopped. The wife is not able to do, husband should continue. Between the husband and wife, either of them can do this rites. Mataji, you want to recite?
Yes, Prabhupada.
Vishnurvatam idam bibran
Vishnurvratam idam bibran
na vihanyat katanchana
na vihanyat kathanchana
vipran sriyo viravati
vipransh striyo viravati
Truganda balimandanai
shrigandha palimandanai
archeda har har bhaktya
archet ahar ahar bhaktya
devam niyamam astita
devam niyamamastitaha
uvasya devam svedamni
udvasya devam svedhamni
tanniveditam
tanniveditamagratah
adyat atmavishuddhyartam
adhyat atmavishuddhyartham
sarvakama samruddhaye.
sarvakama samruddhaye. One should accept this Vishnu vrata, which is a vow in devotional service, and should not deviate from its execution to engage in anything else. By offering the remnants of prasad, flower garlands, sandalwood pulp, and ornaments, one should daily worship the Brahmanas and worship women who peacefully live with their husbands and children. Every day, the wife must continue following the regulative principles to worship Lord Vishnu with great devotion. Thereafter, Lord Vishnu should be laid in his bed, and then one should take prasad. In this way, husband and wife will be purified and will have all their desires fulfilled.
Thus, one should execute the vow for Lord Vishnu and should not deviate from it for any reason. For 1 year, as promised, as agreed upon at the beginning, one should continue to the vrata. If wife cannot do, is not able to do, husband should do. One of the two should be doing. With devotion, one should daily worship women living with husbands. Shriyo Viravati means the woman with husband. First, deity should be worshipped, then husband should be worshipped, and then the ladies should be worshipped by means of garlands, scents, food, and ornaments used in the worship. Fixed in the rules of worship, placing the Lord to rest, one should divide the offerings to the Lord and then eat for purifying the mind in order to fulfill one's desires. So, deity is being worshipped and take out the nirmalya, offer it to the husband, husband is worshipped, and then offer some other remaining nirmalya to the ladies. In between, Brahmanas also supposed to come. The name is not exclusively mentioned, but first husband, then the Brahmanas also should be worshipped. And Brahmanas' wives, if they have come for the vrata, participate in that, they should be worshipped with the remaining things. And then divide the prasadam into divisions. Some part for the Brahmana guests, some part for the husband, some part for the guest ladies, and the remaining, the host, the vrata performer should take it. So like that. After offering everyone, then she should honor. So that is the general procedure. Etena puja vidina masan dvadasha ayayanam nitva nitva topatare tatame sadvi kartike charame hani. Yeah. She started that vrata on Margashirsha Shukla Pratipad. And the vrata should continue till Kartika Shukla Purnima. That means 11 months, 15 days, the vrata should be continued. It is not complete 1 year vrata, but 11.5 months vrata. The chaste wife, after passing 1 year doing the worship, should fast on the full moon day in the month of Kartika. Charame Ahani means the full moon. Since the vow starts after the dark moon of Margashira, the following month during the waxing phase of the moon, and the vow ends on the full moon of Kartika month. The vow does not last for 1 full year, but would be 2 weeks short. Only in the case of Adhika Masa, there would be over a 1 full year. Then it will be like 12.5 months. There is Adhika Masa. Otherwise, 11.5 months. Vrata. So in that. Sabute pa upasprushya Krishnam abhyarcha purvavat payastrena juhuyat payaha shrutena juhuyat charuna sahasarpisha pakayajna vidanena dvadashaivahuti Yeah. On Kartika Shukla Purnima, that is basically Kartika Purnima, one should fast completely. The next day morning, one should offer feast. The next morning, after performing Achamana and worshipping the Lord as before, like every day she was doing, the husband should offer 12 oblations of rice cooked in milk and ghee according to the rules in cooking rice for full moon rituals. After full moon, on the day, after fasting completely, the next day morning, a special sweet rice should be prepared. It should be offered to 12 deities. And then should be offered to all the guests also. Swabhute means early the next morning. Paka Yajna Vidanana means according to the rules for cooking the rice for the full moon observations. Like Sharad Purnima, the Purnima before this Kartika Purnima, Sharad Purnima. That night also sweet rice is prepared and offered to the moon or to the entire Krishna and all the gopis who are dancing all night for them. So something like that. There should be some special way to prepare that sweet rice, not like regular sweet rice. This is a special sweet rice for Purnima. Ashisha Sirasadaya Vijay Preetai Samirita Pranamya Shirasa Bhaktya Punjita Tadanugnaya. When satisfied Brahmanas bestow their blessings, when they will when they offer blessings, after feeding them nicely and offering gifts to them, he should devotedly offer them obeisances with his head bent down, and with their permission, he should take the remnants. Basically, the husband and wife should serve the Brahmanas very nicely, feed them nicely, and offer them gifts, then offering obeisances with their blessings. Then one should partake in the remnants. Acharyam agrata krutva vagyataha saha bandhubihi dadyad patnai charoshesham suprajastvam susaubhagam. So the husband then should offer to the guru, whoever is once accepted guru, who is helping in performing the vrata for the whole 1 year and all, he should be offered them. With controlled speech, he should take his meal with friends and then give his wife the remnants of the cooked rice, which will ensure good progeny and very good fortune. Like we see in the Ramayana, Mahabharata, and all, there is yajna performed. One person comes with a sweet rice. That sweet rice is offered to the wife. So this is what is happening at the end of this entire 1 year vrata. Finally, the remaining sweet rice will be offered to the wife. Shesham Suprajastvam Susaubhagam means good remnants which will produce a good son and very good fortune. Or may she have a good son and good fortune. That is the ultimate result of this vrata. So this is the procedure of the entire vrata. What should be done, how should be done. Basically, every day morning, full elaborate 80% thing is there. Abhishekam, dressing the Lord, offering ornaments, then performing yajna, then offering bhoga, then after performing arati, then the nirmala should be removed. Then it is offered to the husband, and then then the nirmala should be offered to the brahmanas and brahmana ladies. Everyone is worshipped, and then the bhoga which was already offered, now it should be served to brahmanas first, and then which procedure? Ah, well, basically it is the Lord's worship. Yeah, somebody help may be needed. Otherwise, she herself थोड़ा worship, थोड़ा cooking, थोड़ा worship, थोड़ा cooking, कुछ करना पड़ेगा. एतच्चरित्वा एतच्चरित्वा विधिवत् व्रतं विभोर् अभिप्सितार्थं लभते पुमानिः श्रीचैतद् आस्ताय लभेत सौभगम् श्रियं प्रजां जीवपतिं यशो गृहम्. I will read Mataji. The 4 verses will list. If this vow is observed according to the rules, even in this life, a man will be able to achieve all the benedictions he desires from the Lord. A person, it can be for man or woman, anyone, whoever performs this vow even today, Parashit Maharaj is saying, Sukadeva Goswami is saying that, you may say that this may be the old vrata. Brahma told Kashyapa and Shiva at the beginning of the creation. That time it may be powerful. Now it may not be so. But Sukadeva Goswami says no, even today also. If this vow is observed according to the rules, even in this life, a person will be able to achieve all the benedictions one desired from the Lord. A wife who performs this vow will receive good fortune, will receive wealth, will receive sons, will receive long living husband, will receive good reputation, and will receive good home. All these things can be accomplished by this vrata. The woman will obtain a husband who lives long. And then there are so many other people can get so many other blessings. Yes. Both things put together, it becomes a complete picture. So in that way we can. So in the next three verses, 26, 27, 28, there is a mention about what all the other benefits one can attain from this vrata. Kanya cha vindeta samagra lakshanam. Hare Krishna Mataji, would like to repeat?
Yes. Kanya cha vindeta samagra lakshanam.
Patintu avira hatakil bisham gatim.
Patim tva avira hatakil bisham gatim.
Mruta praja jiva suta daneshwari.
Mrita praja jiva suta dhaneshwari.
Sudurbaga subaga rupamagrayam agrayam.
Sudurbaga subaga rupam agrayam.
Vinde dvirupa viruja vimuchyate.
Vinde virupa viruja vimuchyate.
Ya ya amaya vindriya kalya deham.
Ya amaya vindriya kalya deham.
Etat patan abhyudaye cha karmani.
Etat patan abhyudaye cha karmani.
Ananta truptihi pitrudevatanam.
Ananta triptihi pitra devatanam.
Tushta prayachanti samasta kaman.
Tushtaha prayachanti samasta kaman.
Homavasane hutabukshri harircha.
Homavasane hutabhuk Shri Harishcha.
Rajan mahan marutam janma punyam.
Rajan mahan marutan janma punyam.
Tite vratam cha bihitam hatte.
Ite vratam cha bihitam mahatte.
All the other blessings, all the other benefits one may want to desire, one may want to get fulfillment from the Lord are all listed here. If an unmarried girl observe this vow, she will get a good husband. Woman who has no husband or no son can be promoted to the spiritual world. That means woman married, but husband passed away before she would beget children. Even a widowed woman, if she worship the Supreme Lord, or even a woman who was not married and not having any sons, she is single woman. Even if she worship the Supreme Lord, what will happen to her? She will be promoted to the spiritual world. A woman whose children have died after birth can get a child with a long life and also wealth. A woman who is unfortunate will become fortunate, and ugly woman will become beautiful. And सबके लिए a deceased man can gain relief from special diseases and obtain a body with functioning senses. No need to go to doctor. Perform this vrata. If one recites this narration during the Shraddha ceremony, the Devatas, the inhabitants of Pitraloka will be extremely pleased. The Devatas, Pitrus and Lord Vishnu, being pleased, will bestow upon him or her all desires. Talking Parshit. Thus, I have completely described the great vow of Diti and the great virtuous birth of the Maruths. Avira means a woman without a husband or sons. A woman whose son had died will have a son who live and also become wealthy. A man who is deceased will be freed of the particular disease and receive a body capable of using the senses because becomes wealthy, strong and stout. Abhyudaya means Shraddha ceremony. They and Lord Vishnu, that means Devatas, Pitrus and the Supreme Lord Vishnu will also be pleased by execution of this vrata. So in any case, even with a desire, if one perform this vrata, their desire is fulfilled. Even with a desire to go back, come back to Godhead, one perform this vrata, they will go back, come back to Godhead. So in all respects, this vrata is 100% effective vrata. And Parikshit Maharaj is about to die, also asking about details of this vrata. This entire pastime, the Maruths, birth of Maruths and this previous chapter. Everyone. See, you remember? We always hear that Pancharatrika Vidhi, Bhagavat Vidhi. So this chapter is talking about Pancharatrika Vidhi. So in that way, deity worship is the main thing in that. Other things are also there, but deity worship is main. And we follow Bhagavat Vidhi, and we give more focus on Bhagavat Vidhi activities, Shravanam, Kirtan, etc. But here, Pancharatrika Vidhi point of view, it has to be done. This vrata demands this kind of attention and this kind of activities. Hare Krishna, any questions from devotees online?
No, Prabhuji, thank you.
Okay. Thank you, thank you. Thank you very much for tolerating me all these days, months, and years. So we have come to the sixth canto, ending 19th chapter of sixth canto. So congratulations to all of you for making it complete. I don't know when this Bhakti Vaibhav class started, but somehow it continued all the way today. So